coming. Welcome to URINETOWN, the Tony Award-winning musical with the terrible title. Thank you for bringing me. My name is DiSalvo. I am the CTE theater teacher here at El Camino, and we're very excited you came out for my first spring musical. So there are a couple of announcements. The nature of the business is that I sent the programs in to be printed 10 days ago, and that was too far in advance. There have been some changes. So, on piano tonight, we have Graham Sobelman. On percussion, I'm so sorry, sir, we have J.J. Doolittle. Playing the role of Tiny Tom tonight will be Genevieve Feldman. And a special thank you to Gina Coyle and B Street Theater for donating some last-minute costume pieces. Let's see. Oh, as always, exits are the way you came in, and there are also two exits to the left and right of the stage. In case of an emergency, you can exit that way. Please put your phones on silent, and there is no flash photography and no video recording of any kind. Also, there will be 2 moments of strobing lights at the end of Act 2. So, if that's something that affects you, it's coming. At the very end of Act 1, sorry, at the end of Act 1. Let's see, I was told I should probably set the tone just to get a litmus test. So, in honor of this show, I have a joke. If you're American outside of the bathroom, what are you inside of the bathroom? European! You laughed at that, as well, and you'll enjoy the show. There is one final announcement. If you happen to see a slightly older student on stage tonight, it is because we had a last-minute illness this afternoon. And so in honor of the show must go on, I will be playing the role of Caldwell B. Gladwell. Script in hand, valiantly reaching for my pitch, and we'll see if that goes. So thank you in advance and enjoy the show.
Not the place, of course, the musical. URINETOWN, the place, is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to URINETOWN the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But URINETOWN, the musical. Here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here is the first setting of the show. As the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd.
Whoa there, little Sally, not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well,
Or bad title even. That could kill a show pretty good.
well, suffice it to say, little Sally, that in URINETOWN, the musical, everyone must use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get your town. I'll go to your town. I'll wait to your town. You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep the admission high, generally. So, if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally's here is counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
Oh, I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one. You'll meet the guy who runs You're in Good Company later. That there's his daughter.
It's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Well, we've talked all long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to URINETOWN, the musical. You are humble.
First act lasts an hour. Don't assume you're fine. Best go now, there often is a line. Music, you're in town. The rest of you are you're in town. It's you and success, you're in town. All by design. The oldest story. Masses are oppressed. Faces closed and bladders all distressed. Rich folks get the good life. Poor folks get the woe. In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at your town. Your ticket should say you're in town. No refunds, this is your town. We'll keep that dough. This is your town. This is your town. Your town. This is your town. Yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, old man straw. 496, 497, just a few more. A penny for a pea, sir. Please, sir, spare a penny for a morning pea, sir.
What's that?
Or a nickel, or a dime.
Out of my way, child. I've peeing of my own to attend to.
But I haven't bought it. Then go get it. Come on, Penny, I'm good for it. That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen Penny 1. And it's Ms. Pennywise to you. Mommy, reasonable for woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Geez, my palm, Miss Pennywise. Can it come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free. Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours? If all man Strong gets in for free, then so do I. And I. And then. Quiet back there! No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to me too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see. I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you all come here, and every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. Well, I'm here to tell you, you is gonna pay. In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make? What difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight. You got no right. I've heard it all before. Justice once is once too much. For once they once, they'll want to once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. So if you've got to go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my baths now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to be. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me, if you paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
Look, Miss Pennywise.
No buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking boy, and I'd like to keep you around, but this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time. I can't hold it in much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do. You think you've got some kind of right? You think you'll come in here and go for free? The only thing you'll get is no for free. I'm a business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us so we'd piss each day until we piss away. The that what goes in men must soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me.
Look, Miss Pennywise.
That's enough, Bobby. And I think I'll charge you twice. No need to jeopardize your position. Better yet, have you arrested. I'm through with all this, you see. Since you prefer the law gets tested. Freezing in the nitrates half the time. And in URINETOwn you'll see. Scraping cash 3 times a day. Why it's done to fight with me. It's no way to live, I tells you. No way to live. For the privilege to pee.
Pa, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that. Looky there. It's so much strong here, man. He's peeing right there in the pavement. If he's going, then I'm going.
Oh, no, you're not.
All right, then. Make way.
Make way, damn you, make way.
Oh, that's better. If it ain't old man Strong, the same.
Oh, is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Season. You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary. Grab a mop, Bobby. Never thought I'd see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite exiling. What if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I cares about.
Oh, Pa!
I knew we'd always get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby!
Pa!
Remember me, Bobby!
I will, Pa!
And tell your mother I love her!
I will, Pa! I
Remember
will!
me, boys! Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him.
Remember!
How he indulged a whim. Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
What became of him? What do you mean by that?
Just keep your head out of the clouds, that's all I'm saying. Good day.
All right, now who's ready to pay?
It's my last $2, but I'll pay. Me too.
Me too.
Well, I'll pay. Bobby's strong.
Always and forever, as long as you keep like this pay.
Oh, Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on.
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? Where's my dough? From the cop walking his beat to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms, we're all asking the same question. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, there'll be plenty of dough for everyone, Senator, once the new fee hikes breeze through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for the vote during my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around once the new fee hikes breeze through.
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Fip?
It's a powder keg out there, Cladwell. This time I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Oh, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left as soon as my exams were finished.
How's everything, dear?
Oh, fine, Daddy, just fine. It feels great to be done with school, finally.
You see there, Mr. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is nearly as big as the stuff in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Mr.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be. Oh, Cladwell. And all grown up, too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation.
That's just a fax and copy position, of course. First day.
A fax copy girl, huh? Well, your father mentioned he was bringing on a new fax copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. Even as a little girl, I always
That's
thought...
enough, Fip.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day. I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature, what with the fee hikes and all.
Oh, they'll be full, Cladwell, and by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator. We'll all be full of cash, provided the vote comes through.
Oh, the vote will come through, Cladwell. It'll come through just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the vote comes through, there'll be nothing else to come through but the cash.
And no need to worry about the vote.
Fip, I think we understand each other.
Yes, well, goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff? Staff, this here's my daughter, and our newest fax copy girl, Hope Cladwell. Hope Cladwell, the good people of You're in Good Company, or UGC, as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Say a few words, Hope, darling.
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
Well, that's absolutely right, Hope dear. Absolutely right. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago we came to the people of this community with a simple proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit, and we will keep the pea off the street and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation to help us keep our promise. So promise me you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is, for one day she may be standing in the shoes you see me wearing today. The shoes I wore when I made that promise all those many years ago. I saw gray skies foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made Flushing mean flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? You may be right there. Charging fees as we please is our right. It's not wrong.
We're not greedy, as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team.
It shows no one knows. Okay, still we can
It
dream.
shows no one knows, but still we can dream. No, Mr. Cladwell, like it is.
That's my dash!
You're making me blush now. Nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to teach you how to feel conflicted? Or to learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
Well, hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just trying to scrape together a few extra coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Gee, thanks! Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics?
hydraulics, hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me that with the talk of the drought and water shortage and whatnot, we might spend some time on those things too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics too, wouldn't it?
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I put it? In a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing rather than a lot of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold that gate open forever, you know.
Ooh, yeah, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night.
Everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrel?
Sure, same as always. Did you hear him scream though, Mr. Lockstock?
Old man strong.
All the way down to URINETOwn.
Oh, yes, I heard him, Mr. Barrel. But then, they all do seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close, and the spires of URINETOwn peek above the horizon. They do scream in the end, Mr. Barrel. They most certainly do.
I suppose I thought he might be different somehow.
Different?
Old man strong. Always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many years of enforcing the laws of this city, it's that the journey down to URINETOwn offers no surprises, not even from the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. It's a hard, cold tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slight face, smack the mace, start to the base as I stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace, a crumble down, a hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to URINETOwn. Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see her pee but me, and Jacob rose in gloom, thought he was safe up in his room, didn't know the doors he kept up there would all get a trip to URINETOwn. There are those who think I'm ambitious,
Overly malicious.
a bunch of brutes, but it's weak, who gather for the people,
Tavern to the steeple.
little fruits, out of task, bring a little order,
Swindle out a hoarder.
from what he loots, as the book says, certainly a season,
Triple of a treason
with hobnail boots. Roger Roosevelt kept a cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he knelt. He smelt, we dealt, and Joseph, old man strong, held his pee for much too long. Hoped his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Years passed, all live in the jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's law. Light of constant deprivation, certain aggravation took its toll. Soon learned power of the truncheon, working as a function, keep to pot. So if this is what you're after, URINETOwn's the rafter. To hang it on! Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Oh, it's a hard, cold, tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with the mace, surge to the base as a stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace, a crumble down, a hard, cold, tumble of a journey to URINETOwn.
Yes, so have you made any plans for your journey yet?
To URINETOwn?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes. Rio. Well, I had to squeeze Cladwell tighter than usual for our monthly payoffs, extortion fees, money bribes, and such, but...
Caution, Mr. Lockstock, it seems we have company.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, there's his daughter.
And all grown up, too. Miss Cladwell. Out a bit late, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were on a late night behind the bushes or leave yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers, I'm just coming home from work. First day.
Long hours?
Just like us.
There's some kind of a big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine?
Oh, yes, and copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. You neglected out to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I take care of these streets late at night, Miss Cladwell. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few coins.
What, especially with the new fee hikes and all?
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
Well, not really. Everyone has a heart, you see. As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even policemen?
What?
Bobby Strong?
Out a bit late, don't you think?
Out late taking care of another late night rush is all, officers. There's talk of more fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
I'm glad to hear you are otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion for a late night behavior.
I don't need to do that anymore, officers. Not while I work for Penny, I don't.
You just need to keep your head in the clouds now, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. See that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we're off our work's cover time. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way all right.
The gleaming tower on the hill? Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny. That's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those policemen? About everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because mine feels awful cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty. One of the two.
Well, not because of me, I hope.
Oh, no, because of something I did.
Bobby, freezing with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
You're shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? In your chest? But that sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning is all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum.
My action. I let someone down that I love dearly. I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
Wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
Well, you have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you...
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow, if only you follow your heart. You see there, even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy. Plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. There it is. So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Cheryl Pies, squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me about all those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much longer than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart.
Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty
Of justice for each girl and boy.
That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No pain or sadness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
Good night.
Hope.
Good night, Hope. I won't forget what you said about the clouds and my heart.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute. When can I see you again?
In this darkness, I'm afraid you can't see me at all. But a bright, shining day is where you start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Of course she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everyone loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
You're in town.
Oh, I can't tell you that, little Sally.
Why not?
Because it's a secret. That's why. Its power depends on its mystery. I can't just blurt it out like, there's no URINETOWN, we just kill people! No, it must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere in Act 2, with everyone singing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I should be going. It's almost time for the next scene.
The next morning at the amenity with new fee hikes are announced?
That's the one. So long for now, little Sally. Keep your head down.
With this piece of paper, the UGC awards amenity number 9 the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you all will honor and enjoy. Of course! No one knows better than the good people at You're in Good Company how difficult times are. But research into finding the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits. We look forward to finding long-lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck, Miss Pennywise. See you in, well, you know where.
You can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. It'll be off to URINETOWN for a lot of us sooner or later if you do.
And it'll be off to URINETOWN for me if I don't. Now get in line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
Sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was up all night thinking is all.
Up all night thinking, is it? You work for me now, Bobby. You don't need to go in the
I wasn't.
Like father, like son. That's what I say. Now get back to work.
But it was about my father that I was thinking yesterday, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday. About what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
And what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong, Miss Pennywise? What if all of this is wrong?
You've got a sweet-looking head, Bobby. A sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's got to come down from there. You hear me, Bobby Strong? You keep your head out of the clouds. Keep it out of the clouds.
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant is what I'll keep my eyes on.
Same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal how I feel when I look at the sky.
All right, now who's first?
I am.
Mom!
We'll take your fee now, Mrs. Strong. The improved fee, that is.
Make them pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
This is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them because we have to follow orders. And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black moral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel ashamed and not stop in the name of the sky.
Here's all I have, Bobby. Is it enough?
You hold on to that money, Mom.
She'll pay that fee, or she'll join her husband, Bobby Strong. It's the law.
And what if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A brand new law that didn't come from any voting process or elected law or process of judicial review, but a brand new law that came from an organ. That's right, a muscular, blood-pumping organ, like this one, right here.
A muscular organ?
Can't you see it, Miss Pennywise? Well, if this one's too small for you, why not try this one on for size?
It's blinding me!
Look at the sky, there's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky that just is, don't ask why, it's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby! You'll regret it!
I don't think so. Come Come on, Ma. This one's on the house. For everyone. Forever.
Hooray!
Nothing's great and true. Nothing's mirrors can never know. Your heart points to the great big blue where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where.
Look at the sky.
Got the
That's our inspiration.
Got the
We can begin if we try. We begin when we look at the sky.
Oh, Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
Look at the sky.
Up in the distance, there's a
Together as a people, with the banners so wide like out with pride in the sky.
in the sky.
In the sky.
You'll be off to Rio then, I imagine?
Already got my ticket.
Good work on the floor of the legislature, Fip. It was touch and go there for a while, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their minds soon enough, just as it changed my mind those many years ago. God, I wish I'd never met you, Caldwell P. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. Just wanted to make sure you got your morning faxes.
Why, Hope, you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem that office work agrees with her, but with the faxing and all.
And copying.
Oh, yes, the copying. You're a good girl, Hope. I used to be one. Before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me. 622, 623, just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, darling, what is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. I met this boy, you see.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little problem.
Caldwell. Long time. No see.
Miss Pennywise?
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there are rioting.
Rioting?
They're paying for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
Custodian who's refusing to take the people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
They've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The people gathered there are an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a good and pure heart like yours to understand.
Mr. Barrow and I are ready, Mr. Cladwell. Just give the word.
What did I tell you, Cladwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important plane to catch. Excuse me!
Fip, you're not going anywhere. Not until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Cladwell, Hope. And I forgot to pay the electricity. You're a Cladwell, Hope. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to figure out what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? No one gets angry at me, not without a beating.
A beating? Oh, Daddy, but beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look deeper. You'll see it. I do. I I see it everywhere. A little bunny in the meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say, "Hi, bunny," and he stops for you. You pull your trigger and he drops for you. Goodbye, Bunny Boo. Hello, Rabbit Stew. Get me, boys?
You tell him, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have better things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, darling.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet?
Look closely. You'll see them. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny at a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. Poor bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy, but gets jail instead. Up the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people?
Here's that, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. Advice to you?
Be the bunny.
Don't be the bunny. You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope, darling. You see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. So snug and cozy on your closet floor. And then you open up your closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. Grasp the message staff.
Right behind you, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped on, no, the one who steps is you. You're stepping up to where it's sunny. Step on the floor. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny. All right, everybody, get yourselves together. It's time we bagged ourselves a few rabbits. Let's go.
One at a time, everybody will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby. Just for you.
You keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
Busy day so far. Busiest on record if your books are right. How's Urinal holding up?
A little spillage, nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy. That's the main thing. No, please, everyone, remain calm.
Oh, it'll take a lot to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We've taken control of this amenity, officers. The people here pee for free.
That's my amenity, officers. I want all of these people taken away.
Officer Blackstock!
What's happening?
Why, it's the Act 1 finale, little Sally. This is where Cladwell arrives to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Now, little Sally, dreams only come true in happy musicals and a few Hollywood movies. And this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
Well, this may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl has been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams.
Bobby?
Hope?
Bobby, what are you doing? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
The amenity can't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet-looking boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten that spillage. Not by a long shot.
The amenity will take what it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
The days of deprivation have just begun if this madness continues a moment longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell, that's what you've been saying for 20 years. And for 20 years, we've waited for the long-term solutions that never came. Well, we're done with waiting, you see, for a new day is dawn, a day of hope and happiness, when the idea of human dignity is more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day, this day, when the people be for free, because the people are free. Free people are free, how can it be? Enslaved must see how we can be free from the chains he gave us to wear, suffering now, such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free people are free, how can it be? Enslave us, see how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now, such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
From every hill and steeple, bring up the anthem of the people, making the new way, breaking the cloud of gray to sing of today.
Sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best to stay back here with your father, Hope dear. The police will want to charge soon.
Your father!
Charge, Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope dear, a little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer Lockstock!
Daddy, wait. He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy? So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they pee today, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share could fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions, you would gut the child and leave a lifeless whole. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
What of today?
You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You and your socialistic wrong. If the people be for free, they'll push the system to the brink. If today the spillage tell us how tomorrow will not stink. If it's you and me now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I say it's you, Mr. Strong, for on the subject of tomorrow, you are wrong. Officer Lockstock, prepare your men.
Everybody into the amenity will be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were a Gladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The girl last night would have joined us by now, Hope.
I can't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I can't not fight against him. So you can join us, or you can stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby thinks you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I can never bear to have you taken where the guilty peers meet, the time of judgment seat.
Follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to
Punishment is all you'll ever know once you release the girl.
Bobby, help! Those turn our brains to help! No matter what we do, we're in a real bad stew. Those help the lava we I'm glad we've ever seen. I'm glad we'll get that to our revolutions through. Bobby, you are wrong.
They won't, which is why you're coming with us.
Coming with you? Bobby, I told you I can't fight against my father.
And I told you I can't not fight against him.
But how can I come with you and still not fight against my father? Unless... Oh my God! Bobby, no!
From every head, every street ball, yes, and we're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you?
We're walking out of here, Mr. Gladwell, and you're going to let us. That is if you care about your daughter.
You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't let go of the girl and follow me.
Boss, what do we do? Seize them!
No!
Don't let them get away!
Help her!
Now run, everybody! Run for your lives! Run!
Because we're all moving so damn slowly, so we don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy your intermission, and see you shortly. Saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, the rebel corps under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my men. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one here.
Where the hell is Bobby? Oh, and little Sally? And old Boss Strong.
They should have been back by now.
Who are we kidding? The police probably nabbed him hours ago. It's just a matter of time before our whereabouts are tortured out of him. And then it'll be off to URINETOWN for the lot of us.
What's it like, do you think?
What, URINETOWN? Don't even ask. I've got my suspicions.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's got suspicions. What is URINETOWN? URINETOWN's the end! A swift and brutal punishment.
The trapdoor sprung and then you're hung, and when they cut you down, they'll box you up and ship you out and call it URINETOWN. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it URINETOWN. Town, 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 town. Dance, go, never until you dance. Those people down in URINETOWN, they never get the chance. Dancing, forget it, never gonna know, unless it's at the bottom of a rope. So don't get your hopes up. Can I say if they're not back soon, we give it to her like her father was gonna give it to us?
People hear lots of things about URINETOWN, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me, is URINETOWN actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden frothy canals, like Venice, but only different? I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter released and I want Bobby Strong punished.
We're working around the clock, sir. As the sign says, it is a secret hideout, so...
Enough of your excuses, Lockstock. You've got weapons. Use them.
But, sir!
What is URINETOWN? URINETOWN's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send your troops to all the stoops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's URINETOWN for all the land.
If hope is not returned, it's URINETOWN for all the land, land.
Dance, dance, do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Stance, dance, forget it, never not a 9. I'll teach them not to take from me what's mine.
The emergency planning forum is waiting.
Yes, of course, the quorum.
That was a close one, Bobby. I thought Barrels was there for sure.
We'll have to keep on our toes, Mom, at least until we distribute the rest of these memos to the other assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
Hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. But if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is URINETOWN? URINETOWN's a lie, a means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not judge their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for rank with all our might until we win somehow. We'll fight for rank with all our might until we win somehow. How, how. Dance, dance, listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Dance of freedom, that's where it belongs. Performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion?
I'll explain along the way. Come on, Mama, let's go.
Where are they hiding, little Sally? Tell me and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of URINETOWN?
That can be arranged.
Save it for one of your other stoolies, Officer Lockstock. My heart's with the rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in URINETOWN. We all are. Even you.
Me? In URINETOWN?
Sure. The way I see it, URINETOWN isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is URINETOWN? URINETOWN is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the Fib and Miss Pennywise, it was all up there. Talk about some, I don't know what you want to call it, a quorum of some kind.
That's it! She gets the rope.
The rope? Wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Well, because killing her would make us no better than them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
Worse? What do you think they talk about in those quarrels they got up there? How good we are? So listen up now. Any second those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. And I say, as long as our juice has got to spill all over this floor here, her juice has got to spill too. Gladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagged and tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Boys, I've had enough of each arrogant curl. Bing, bang, boom, let's get tough, playing rough, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong.
Why does it feel so right? Circumstances.
So should we have right here?
Exactly! Now get the rope! That's right, the rope!
String her up. That's the answer. String up that stroke daughter, the criminal urinal chain owner. Gladwell.
Kill her!
Hang her!
Enough!
What? Bobby Strong!
No one's going to be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why. But we're so afraid, Bobby. And killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends! I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of stringing up someone who can't defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes. I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am. And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, because of you, and you, and you. We will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What is that supposed to mean? When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that. I remember hearing him say it was run! Run for your lives! Run!
Well, that was in the heat of battle. And in the heat, the actual hotness of battle, the cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run, a freedom, run away. My friends pass, run, 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 freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. And still you gotta run, 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 freedom, run away.
I'm frightened.
As well you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Really?
Yes. There's a trickle of sweat.
There's a trickle of sweat.
A dripping in your ears.
Dripping in your ears.
And still you gotta run, 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 run away. Now don't you fret. I never fear. Here's your freedom. Run, 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 freedom, run away. There's a great big black bell on your tail. And you put a henchman on your trail. Oh, I'm simply laying out the blocks to do a great big black bell made lots of you. Hey, no time to relax when you run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. That was beautiful. Freedom sun, that freedom sun will shine someday.
A 3-4.
Till then you better run, run, freedom, run, freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends got to run, 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 freedom, run away. That freedom sign will shine someday. Hey, so you gotta run, 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 hallelujah. With the wind in your hair, you'll run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine out of your freedom star. I said freedom. I said freedom.
Yes,
I said freedom. Run away. When the time comes, we fight the police.
but how?
Blood, guts, brains if we have to. Some of us will almost certainly may not make it through the revolution alive. It may take decades. But fight on we will, for all the decades necessary, to secure freedom for the people of this land.
Hooray! What? Decades? I got a real plan.
I've got a real plan.
What?
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I figured you'd be here. No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bob.
Or you?
Caldwell talk to you, Bobby.
What about?
He wants to discuss the situation with you, man to man. He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he wants to work out a solution with you. Peacefully.
Now there's a shortcut. That'll save us from the decades of struggle. But can we trust him?
Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight Mrs. Strong. He only wants his amenities up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it might be hard for your love to grow with hope tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no, what if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
And what about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny decisions he gets it. You tell that to Gladwell.
Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. Give it to her and we give it to him. Get me?
We'll be careful.
Now stay calm, Hope, darling. We'll have you out of this in no time. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So this is the bright new day you were telling me about.
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope. But your father gave us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world. They taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special together, Hope. But until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love has about as much chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to... Oh, I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Look to your heart, Hope. I think the answer to what you want is in there. Deep down. Among the tissues.
Wait a minute. When can I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you. Follow your... Oh, Bobby.
You've caused a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
This is only the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have only just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will, is that how the people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong.
Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Hard interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's a disturbance over at public amenity number 32, number 15 as well. Words begin to spread.
People have gathered at all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen. Do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The first years when the water table started to drop and then just kept on dropping? No one thought they had much time then, and many of us did questionable things. Much like the things that are happening right now. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it. Which is why I've asked you here tonight. Some people see me as an evil man. But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise or any of those poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm only a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow, every day, by any means necessary.
And what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, I suppose. But until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Ah yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have this cash. And I want you to tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities as long as they're willing to return to the improved fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again. And have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there truly is a way to that bright, shining day, we'll find it. Together. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We'll not return to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police, bribing the political elite, and snuffing out popular resistance as if it were a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand. I've centralized all power to a pinpoint spot right here between these two ears. And I'm not going to allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all of that. Seize him.
Don't do it, Caldwell. Who knows what they'll do to the girl?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
Will you think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once. I could do it again. To URINETOWN with him then. With all haste, Officer Lockstock. With all haste.
You lied to us, Cladwell! Cladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have walked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You, get word to police headquarters. We need all hands on deck tonight. You, and you. Stay with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And Vip!
Yes, Cladwell?
Assemble the legislature. I want full authority for the coming crackdown.
And dirty my hands with this bad business? Not on your life!
Don't kid yourself, Vip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. But don't worry, you can wash them soon enough. Wash them by the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now go. You, and you, come with me.
When did I listen to that croak? A little pride and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet maiden made me cave in. I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Cladwell! You told us one thing and then you did another! That's what you did, Cladwell! That's what you did!
Come on then, young Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to URINETOWN.
But Tope, she's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope. Oh, please not to Hope.
We finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city.
joy. How can I know he loved me so? Was it for show? Was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
So what's it like, this URINETOWN that I've heard so much about?
Perhaps better for us to show you.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door is in front of you. Step through it. URINETOWN awaits.
Door? More like a railing. A rooftop?
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
No need to fear. The time of understanding is at hand.
Ha! Welcome then to the very gates of URINETOWN itself.
Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to my dad? I went to work for him, he said he was so glad. Was he sincere? Now it's and now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to that? This is URINETOWN. That is URINETOWN. This is URINETOWN.
Look, there's public amenity number 47, and the legislature, and my boyhood home. Why, we're just standing on top of the UGC headquarters building, and this is our town.
Yes, yes it is.
But how can we be in our town and in URINETOWN at the same time? Unless, oh dear God, no, you couldn't have.
Over you go then.
Wait, you're just going to throw me off this roof and that's supposed to be URINETOWN? Death is URINETOWN?
That's one interpretation.
So let the throne cut my soul, make life all see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to my? Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to my?
Shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long?
They should have reached an agreement by now. I was not going to dilly-dally.
Maybe they're out celebrating. All the night, the screams and the sirens.
Bobby won't let us down. He's my good boy, my Bobby Strong. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl.
Right? That is the plan? Isn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there?
It's...
Yes?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why do you say that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What do you say, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policeman, they threw him off a building.
The policeman threw Bobby off a building?
But they can't have done that. We have Cladwell's daughter. Well, they did.
after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
How can you say I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent? Who the hell does he think he is? Wait, please! There's more! He said, tell all the people, tell them the time is always now, tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand.
I see them standing hand in hand, cheek to cheek and glad to glad. There still is hope I see in this land. If only,
Yes?
if only.
Yes?
And then he expired.
Bastard Claus, what?
He took my Joseph, now he takes my Bobby.
Who'll lead us now?
We're lost. Lost, I tell you. The rebellion is over.
What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him.
That's right. Do to her what they did to him.
Or you could take me instead.
What?
Miss Pennywise, save her.
Yes, do what you feel you need to, but please spare the child.
Old woman.
You've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now? Because Hope is my daughter, and I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it is true. I am your mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Gladwell. Strumpet! Call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. No one thought they had much time. So many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. There was also the fond farewells and late-night trysts. Life was an explosion filled with riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls.
And love.
Oh yes, and love. There was love like no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there was always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day, but never in my wildest.
My heart's telling you many things right now, as well as you all can imagine. But one thing's bellowing louder than anything else, and it's that when there's a wrong in the world, we must right it. You did a very wonderful thing by coming here, Miss Pennywise. Mom, and if you can reform yourself, maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Caesar!
But if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory into oblivion, I would blame you. All of you! Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us? She's mad!
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards will know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh dear, yes, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, loved me. And I loved him.
Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps in time, we might be able to love you too.
That's all that really matters, isn't it? Love? Now, let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us! Hooray! your streets.
I've been meaning to ask Mr. Lockstock, do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do, but the health and security of this town are my primary concerns. I love the people of this community, Mr. Barrow, very much. Otto's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you very much.
I see. Wow, that went pretty well!
Shut up, people in the air. Then I fly the right death story. Now you're sorry, you're up there. Now you're sorry, now you're sorry, now you're sorry, now you're sorry.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature, you know.
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Cladwell didn't want you flying the coop, what with the coming crackdown and all.
And what if I am flying the coop? What if I'm actually on my way to the airport right now to catch the last flight out to Rio? What would you say to that, huh?
Can I come?
Those who make dough from debasing need erasing, need the knife. Let their blood flow like Campari. We're not sorry. Hey, that's life.
Any word from Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Mr. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I only pray that when we meet in heaven, she can find it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What? Miss Gladwell! What an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Oh, darling! Thank God you're safe!
Not safe yet, Daddy. But I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe. Most of us, anyway.
What?
It's over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away? But to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby.
And old so-and-so, and all of those who couldn't or wouldn't in your criminal beehives.
Seize him!
Oh, but darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you? I think it's time you join the expat community. And you're in town.
You're making a terrible mistake, Hope, darling. You need me now more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy. For the people.
And love.
Oh, yes. And love.
That's what I used to think too, Hope. Before the stink years. But worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. You're too young to understand it now, Hope, dear, but there really are more important things than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long, power. So long, money. I'm the bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. You hear me? I kept the water in the ground.
What now, Miss Gladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us. Now is a new day where each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Now is the dawning of a new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, in whatever location you would like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age.
Don't say it.
Of hope. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened the public back up to all people to pee for free whenever they liked, whomever they liked, for as long as they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Toilet Memorial Authority, and it was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels might see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator. So no one can touch me. Not unless they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Since the rebellion, the world's a much better place.
Truly, Miss Gladwell, your father commissioned a study for consumption just before he...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey. Fathers and brothers, babies too. All in the family, push towards the river, shove towards the river. Why don't you step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline, jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom URINETOWN. Pope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, little Sally, yes it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a cool, tall glass of water. Maybe I'd have a fighting chance.
But don't you see, Mrs. Storm? The glass of water's inside you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. Who we all are. You are the river. I am the river.
time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened a bottling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well before the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, they did the best they could. They were prepared for the world they inherited, weaned as they were of the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time, for what it really was, for what it was always waiting to be. This is your town, always has been your town. This place is called your town. Hail Muppets! Hail Muppets! Thank you, and good night.